Can I take it with the brain?
London, quieten down, I need to make a sound. New York, quieten down, I need to make a sound.
Okay.
Great.
Hi.
I need to make a sound. Brazil, quieten down, I need to make a sound.
The bird flu one was really crazy. That was the craziest scenario because me, my brother, and a cassette player, and another friend of mine, Stephen Loveridge, we'd all moved there, and we were living there for a month in this like tiny apartment, and because we just couldn't get any like short stay apartments and stuff, so we just rented this place and it had no aircon, but it was the hottest month in India, and everybody felt ill and we were all just like fainting everywhere. But we were making this video from scratch, so we were like, okay, we'll start. Why don't we go and like scout some dancers or audition some dancers? So we tried so many different routes for this video, and you know, we'd had auditions where like all these like dancers would come and audition for us and swing off the rafters and do backflips off the like fans and stuff like that, and it was like, wow, this is so amazing. And the process was so crazy, and every day like you'd have to do big speeches about keeping everyone's morals up, and it was so fucked up and nobody wanted to be there and stuff. And in the end we just got really lucky because we went location scouting and we found this village, and everybody there was just so cool and great, and it was, you know, packed with these like amazing optimistic kids, and they're like, yeah, let's do this, and they sort of made the whole thing happen in like 4 days. But before we were trying to get like, you know, more help from the film industry and maybe find professional dancers and stuff like that, and maybe make a full on like Bollywood video, you know, in the streets, or have like, you know, auto rickshaw races and stuff like that. So in the end it became more natural than what I set out to do. But you know, I kind of, through the process of making this album, I also sort of put some of my friends through boot camp. That's what it felt like, you know.
Village girl on the phone said the street is coming to town. Wanna check my papers, see what I carry around. Credentials are boring, I burnt them at the burial ground. Holding me about, I'm an outlaw from the Badlands.
I think this one's more like, is definitely got more like blood and guts in it, because I had to go and be it and live it, and sort of, you know, rather than exporting, you know, my experiences that happened, I kind of went there and exploited myself out of that situation, you know. And it kind of, in the beginning I wasn't really gonna do it like that, or I wasn't really prepared to do it like that. But I think, you know, when I couldn't get my visa, it naturally evolved, you know, and I was just killing time in lots of different places, and eventually that became like the nature of the album and the sound of the album and stuff. It became like sonically what it was, and I think visually, or, you know, conceptually or whatever, what it was, because it's just, you know, what was happening to me at the time. Well, you know, nothing's really certain, but I did get a letter from the government the other day, and that's what they said. You're a threat to Homeland Security. And then I was like, but why? You know? And surely it can't be like my lyrics, because they don't really out and out say anything, really. They just throw some questions out there, and they just, I don't know, I feel like I'm more of a walking question mark than a statement. And I don't know, maybe it's just personal. You never know. Why do I have to go live? But you know, it's really weird because I have to keep cancelling shows in America and stuff. So, I don't know. Maybe this time next year I'll be in China, in my new Chinese house, and yeah, making the record in Chinese. To go titanium in China. And, you know, yeah, and yeah, building a new life, the Chinese. So, you know, I don't know. We'll see. You know, at least I know I could gig it there.